Hey guys, how's it going? Robert Warshak here, and we're going to be taking a look at some nice BigRezQuest Priest. You really don't need the quest for this deck to make it good. I just threw it in there because it's a fun new card to play with, and it's really not bad. It's just not like a super staple of the deck, so if you don't have the, activate the Obelisk, don't worry about it. The deck is still really good without it. For those of you unfamiliar with our deck overview / guides, we're going to take a look at the deck. We're going to talk about every card in here, why what I have in here is there, and then from there we're going to head into some games. You're going to see me play the deck, and hopefully you'll be able to replicate that on ladder. So with that, let's get started. Forbidden Words, 2 of these. This is basically your early game, mid game, and late game removal. You can spend any amount of your mana to be able to kill basically whatever minion you want. Super solid card, hard to get around not playing it. Activate the Obelisk, we kind of went over this. Restoring 15 health does take this deck sometimes a long time depending on who you're playing against. For example, if you're playing against maybe a warrior, they don't do as much damage as quickly, so getting healing 15 health is kind of hard. But if you're playing against maybe like a rogue or warrior, this quest is much easier to accomplish. But again, not the core of the deck, just a nice little fun part of it. Inner Fire, I'm only running 1 of these. At the moment, the deck doesn't seem to win a whole lot through its combo, and of course that's going to be the Divine Spirit Inner Fire combo. It normally just wins through your opponent conceding after you use Mass Resurrection, but if you happen to need the combo, for example, you're playing against a warrior and they have like 40 or 50 armor, then by the time you've assembled the pieces and have the creatures on board, normally you've drawn an Inner Fire by then, unless it's your last card, which is unfortunate. But besides that, 1 Inner Fire is fine. If you want to throw in 2, that's cool. If you want to play a Topsy-Turvy instead of the Activate the Obelisk, this is where, I had to make a cut, and I cut the second Inner Fire / Topsy-Turvy for the Activate the Obelisk. So hopefully that kind of makes sense there. But yeah, so the Inner Fire, Divine Spirit's one way to win. Power Word Shield, 1 mana, give a minion 2 health, draw a card. Hard to argue that. Just really, really solid. Putting it on any minion is just good. Seance. So this was an interesting choice. At first, I was like, this actually came from playing another control deck. I just wish I could have made another Catrina or another damage Steg, or make another Vargoth, or just having just a single Vargoth on the board and then seancing the Vargoth, and then that makes another Vargoth, or you know what I mean? Just there's a lot of cards that you definitely want to make copies of, and for the cheap low price of just 2 mana, you could have any card you'd like again. So just super solid card. 1 seems to be enough, 2 is too many. Shadow Word Death, there's a lot of big minions out there, a lot of people making big mechs. There's a lot of mages playing mountain giants, so being able to Shadow Word Death those is very important. So 2 Shadow Word Deaths right now, definitely, as the meta may change over time, more aggressive style decks, less big minions, we can take these guys out, but at the moment, Shadow Word Death super good. Archmage Vargoth, one of the keys in the deck, being able to basically use your Mass Resurrection, which we'll get to in a little bit, and then if it resummons Archmage Vargoth, he'll recast the Mass Resurrection, basically giving you 6 minions instead of just the 3 that Mass Resurrection gives, and he's just insane. So, and then also being able to Psychopomp him out later. We'll get to that, but just Vargoth, very important. He should be a free legendary as well if you logged in during a certain period, so not that bad. Mass Dispel, 1 of these seems to be enough. I'm personally not a big fan of this card. I mean, the draw card's okay and the silence all is good. Sometimes it'll be useful, sometimes it won't. Normally I like cards that are good almost always, and this is a very situational card, so depending on the matchup, it'll either be really good or really bad, but most of the time it's not terrible. Psychopomp. All right, 4 mana, 3/1, one of the new cards. Battlecry, summon a random friendly minion that died this game and give it Reborn. So normally you wouldn't want to play this guy because you Mass Resurrect him, or he gets resurrected through Catrina and you bring him back. But the good news is, when you play this guy, for example, if you play Archmage Vargoth on turn 4, Archmage dies, and then you play Psychopomp, it's 100% chance going to bring back Vargoth. He's going to have Reborn, which means he get brought back again, which means Vargoth dies 3 times. Psychopomp only dies 1. Statistically, you'll bring, hopefully, back Vargoth and not Psychopomp. So that's, in my opinion, my first view of this guy was very not so good, and then after playing with him, he's really good, and he's like I said, if you're playing against a mid-range or an aggro deck, you really don't care about super late game, what you're gonna res. You're just trying to get minions on the board early, fight for that board state, and control the board and not die. So Psychopomp, super good. Convincing Infiltrator, 5 mana, 2/6 taunt, death rattle, destroy a random enemy minion, really good. Hard to go about not playing this guy. Mass Hysteria is your, I guess, mid-game removal, force each minion to attack each other. Just really solid card. Your opponent goes too wide, you Mass Hysteria, most of the time it kills everything. Maybe it leaves one one minion out, but most of the time it does a really good job at killing everything. Sandhoof Waterbearer. This guy's in the deck because we run the quest, and it says at the end of your turn, restore 5 health to a damage-friendly character. So this can mean your hero, or this could mean other minions. It's, you know, like Rag the Light Lord, but smaller. So really good at completing the quest, really good against hunters, which there's a lot of, really good against basically any aggressive style deck, because if they don't kill this guy, you're just healing for 5 at the end of each turn. So super good. Damage Steg. You don't play this guy from the front end, you play him from the back end, and that's because his battle cry is deal 6 damage to himself, but when he gets resurrected, he comes back as a 5/12. So basically he's not good essentially when you play him. He's good when you resurrect him, but he actually in this deck, because we have Activate the Obelisk, him taking the damage means we can heal him with cards like Sandhoof Waterbearer, you know, Sandhoof on 5, Damage Steg on 6, and then he heals the Steg, so it's actually really good. Completes 1/3 of your quest. So normally he's not as good, but because we run the quest and the Sandhoof, it actually makes this guy a little bit better. The Defender, this is the only guy I really don't like in the deck, and I just don't have a replacement for. He works well with the quest. He's decent heal. He's really annoying because he has Reborn and Taunt and Death Rattle. So he is a good card, but he's just not my favorite in this deck. Maybe over time we can find something a little bit better than this guy. But at the moment, he's really good, and he just wrecks aggressive style players. You can be like, Rob, where's the Zilliax? I don't like Zilliax in this deck. I don't like Resurrecting Zilliax. We have so much heal in this. Normally, you'd play Zilliax to trade into minions and heal, but this deck already has so much healing that Zilliax, like the whole healing package that Zilliax brings, it's not as powerful, right? So that's why I don't run him in this particular deck, but a lot of people do. But yeah, 2 defenders, not bad, not great. Catrina, super good. Kind of hard not to play her in a Resurrect Priest deck. At the end of your turn, summon a friendly minion that died this game. So for example, Mass Resurrection. Let's say you hit Vargoth and Catrina. Vargoth's going to resummon Mass Resurrection, so you're going to get another 3 minions, and Catrina's going to summon a minion. So you basically could get 7 minions in one turn if you Mass Resurrect Catrina and Vargoth. Mass Resurrect, of course, run 2. If I could run 3, I'd run 3. If I could run 4, I'd run 4. This card's like the bread and butter of this deck. Without this card, this deck is like definitely not as good at all. Plague of Death, 2 of these by far, super good. 9 mana, get rid of the entire board. You don't really care what's on it. You don't care if it has Death Rattle or Reborn, because it silences everything first, and then it kills it all. And on top of that, yes, that's all it does. Oh, the animation, that's what I was on. The animation of this card's really cool too. So not only does it do really good things, it looks really cool while you're doing it, which makes this card awesome. So with that, let's head into the games, guys. And if you do enjoy the video and the deck does you well, throw an upvote or a KekXD in the comment section below. It just tells me you like the video, you like what you see, and if you don't, throw a downvote and tell me why. So with that, let's head into the games and enjoy. Dude, Pandora, what are you doing? Oh, you being retarded. There we go. It's a good song. I just don't want to. There we go. Hey, J Druid just got feels good. What do you mean? In Wild? Did anybody recognize you because you're a famous YouTuber? No, people didn't believe me when, like, because, you know, you ask what you do, and so I tell people, and none of them believe me. I was just like, yeah, you know, I just have a YouTube thing, and I stream on Twitch. They're like, oh, yeah, sure. And I was like, okay. Like, I don't care. Like, I didn't, like, try to play it off or anything like that. I was just like, yep. And they were like, okay, that's cool. And I was like, yep. And then after the cruise, I mean, before we all left, everybody like exchanged information, but most people had like Snapchats and shit. I don't do Snapchat, so I'm like, well, you can follow me on like Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, or any of those. So most people, I guess, did Instagram, so they followed me on Instagram, and they were like, oh shit, he was actually serious. Like, oh, he actually has he does that shit. I was like, yeah, what do you think, I'm just gonna lie? But like, when I told one guy that, he like, I guess tried to flex. He's like, yeah, I just got done buying my first car. It's an Audi A3. I paid 30 grand down payment, paid it off in the first month. I'm a hard worker. I just get it done. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yeah, cool. It's like, I'm working 3 jobs, got a 4th one lined up. You know, most people have 24 hours in their day. I've been able to expand mine to 48 hours in a single day. It's like, oh, okay, nice, nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. It's funny stuff. Funny stuff. Kill command. This guy's being very aggressive. Well, I'm assuming one of these is snipe. No. Okay. Kill me for 5. I'm assuming it's gonna get like deadly shotted. It's fine. I smell a rat trap. I smell a freezing and I smell a rat. I smell a freezing rat. I love the comment on the Insta. The sister shack is hot. Yeah, that's kind of. She showed me that. She's like, "What the hell?" And I was just like, "What you can expect." Don't worry about Rob. Don't worry about you, man. You're not hot. Your sister is though. Thanks, guys. Savannah, hi, man. Could you, like, simmer with all this shit, my dude? I'm gonna kill that. Get sucked into the sucky pit. That's a lot of secrets, my dude. This guy is being really fucking serious right now. What's died? Sandhoof? 2 hoofs? I'm assuming he's got all kinds of snake traps and shit. Whatever. It's me questions and some impassive. Well, he could be a really good player. Top deck deadly shot, hit the 5/6, and then have a kill command in hand for lethal. Uh-oh. He could hit an arcane shot. That should be good, though. Yeah, it should be good. Oh, no, I actually needed that guy. Alright, fine. Mass Res should hit again. I'll summon 2 more. Alright. I heal for 10 next turn. He has to basically top deck a beast and then 2 kill commands. Don't ask me questions, cause I'm guessing. Easy money! Why not attack face to get explosive trap out of the way? Because if I attack face, the whelp dies. If the whelp dies, it has a lesser chance to resurrect the 5/5 that heals me for 5 at the end of the turn. I don't kill him in that matchup, attacking him in the face. I win from him running out of cards. I heal up to like 20 or 30 with the cards that heal me for 5 at the end of the turn, plus the hero power. And then I can win that way. And also, if I would have attacked face, it would have damaged everything on the board, and then the 5/5s wouldn't have healed my face at the end of the turn, guaranteed, because everything on the board would have taken damage. Hopefully that makes sense.
Greetings, traveler.
But attacking face was tempting. See how good this hunter is. Okay.
Easy there.
Copy a random beast in your hand. Oof. Might have been better to kill the 4/3.
I will show you here.
This is tough. I should have used that spell last turn, and then this turn I would have been able to heal, and I would have taken 4 less damage. I would have been in the same space. I would have been in the same spot, but I would have taken 2 less damage, because the heal last turn was 2, so he attacked with the 4, which is 2.
Your wish is my suggestion.
The Defender would be a good card right now. Any of the minions in my deck would be pretty cool. Sick. I power word shielded that guy so I could draw an extra card. At least I can kill that. Pogs. Oh, we're gonna end up getting to like turn 9 without me playing a single minion. Hey, Haley. Happy Friday back. Ah, yeah. Jesus. Alright, chat. If you want to play this deck, you don't play it like this. I don't think this could get any worse. I don't think this hand could actually get any worse. Well, this guy's gonna get probably Divine Shield and Wind Fury. Alright, top deck Shadow Word Death, or I lose. Archmage. GG. I was able to play 0 cards this game.
It was your destiny.
That's pretty impressive to not draw a single minion in my deck. Besides Catrina. Another hunter. That's 3 hunters in a row. Alright, there's Vargoth. I'll just keep him just because he's a minion. I have no intention of actually, like, he's not the best keep in the world, but I'm just keeping him because he's a minion. How many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I have 10 minions that cost between... Okay, there we go. We drew minions. Okay, alright. We got this. Easy game. We got minions, boys. Here, have some healing. I want you down in the pouring rain. I want you on your knees. I wonder if I coin Vargoth just to try to mass Dispel. Just to draw. Props. Snipe! You're crazy. Let's get Mark shot. I like that song. What the fuck, Pandora? The name of the song that was just on before Pandora decided to be a wiener head was this one. Hopping on a bender. Ooh, could it be another snipe? Let's explore. It actually was. Oh, at least we know he's not playing Highlander. I could heal him, but I'm opting not to. I'm actually thinking about taking out a Psychopomp and putting in the 10 mana guy that summons minions based on the mana cost of cards in your hand. But I guess that would be kind of bad, so maybe not. So we have a lot of cheap stuff too. Should have just held the coin. Then I could be coining the Catrina out. It's fine though. Next turn I can play Catrina, and then I can play Mass Res, and then I win the game. Alright, we're getting close to winning. One more turn. What you gonna do? Act a fool.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
Well, that's a good play. Ouchies. Well, that was really good. You know what's better? That one card. This one. Gonna summon Vargoth and Catrina, and then Vargoth is gonna play Mass, and Catrina's gonna resurrect something. Gonna be insane. Turn it around.
Job's done. Behold, free of that blasted tower.
Wasn't that fun? This guy's having a blast. He only has to deal with 3 Vargoths and 2 Catrinas.
Your wish
Here comes Mass Dispel. No, Twisting Nether. What's my viewing record? What do you mean? Alright, have you played the Quest Paladin? I have a question. I have not played Quest Paladin yet. It's on the list. It's on the list. So I'm assuming we've got freezing traps. Hold on. Oh, it's gonna replay Twisting Nether. Oh, god darn it. Oh, yeah. Well, he's almost out of cards, so. Have I tried the warrior deck yet? No, I have not tried the warrior deck yet. Not yet.
I bring life.
Why does this man play Alex Straza? Who dropped a follow? Who hit me with a follow? Yo, Court Comet and Wade. Appreciate the follows. Welcome. And Unhappy Times. Welcome. Oh, he's combo. Oh, well, that explains it.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Well, this explains it. Psychopomp. Yo, give me a taunt. Thank you. Swear to God, if I lose, I'm gonna be kind of upset. The most amount of people you've had at the same time in the Twitch stream. I think 2. We got hosted one time and we were up in the 500 or 600s. But naturally, without a host, I was casting a tournament. We had like 250 to 300 while I was casting. But normally, the past month, it's been around 60 to 100. How many are we at now? 105. Nice. Welcome everybody who's new. The thing for me is I don't have anything showing, so this is what I see. So in order for me to see how many people I have to hover over this, and then for the subs, I have to hover over the subs. Like, I don't pay attention to how many people are watching me or how many subs I have, because the content should say, or the content should stay exactly the same regardless. So I just hide all the numbers. Doesn't matter. Okay, well, say it anyway. Someone might know what I'm on about. I'm thinking if I switch to wild and put level up in the deck, he would be seriously powerful. Well, I don't think the level up works for non-Silverhand recruits. I'm assuming he has a freezing trap, so I'm just gonna not attack. I remember watching your Quest Rogue tutorial a few years ago. Oh my gosh, the good old Quest Rogue. Yes! Just what I wanted you to resurrect, Catrina, the Psychopomp. That's my boy. That's him. That's the chief. That's the boy wonder. I guess he's a good attack. I can attack with him next turn. I think with the Quest Paladin Eva, like, you're going for one thing, and that's to have really good reborn minions and death rattle minions. And I think if you try to like add in too many packages, it'll get a little bit too convoluted, I guess is the word. Too inconsistent. Like when you make the deck revolve around, let's say for example a quest, you want to try to get it as good as possible, or as like consistent as possible. What up, Vamp? Doggos. He's killing off Psychopomp. Alright, as long as one of these guys summons a taunt, I don't really give a shit. Alright, cool. This guy will die eventually to fatigue, so. His death is imminent. I wonder if this guy's like a Mechathune. He's just like playing this out. That'd get me good. That would get me really good.
Scry more.
So there's no freezing. So if I do this, this goes to 26. He doesn't die. And I take slightly more damage that way. Alright.
What must I do?
I'm gonna do
The end is near.
a pro gamer move. Oh. Alright, that was not as pro gamer as a move as expected, but it's fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did we not get more taunts here? The Mechathune package with Goblin Plank? Maybe. I think he's just playing Vanessa, the Malagos. I think this guy is really just playing... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Reduce the cost of a random... Oh, everything flashed. I have no idea, man. This guy's all over the place. I win next turn, though. The reason I killed my own minion is because if I were to hero powered myself... Well, I guess I could have... I guess. I don't know. I just figured it healed me for more. But this way's fine. Whatever. I still think I win this way. Okay, yeah, we win.
Scry more. You win, but I never forget, never forgive.
Easy.